Hello, boys and girls. It is AR story time, and today I will be reading to you The Scrambled States of America by Lori Keller. Who is she? Never heard of her. All right, and here is what the United States look like before they become the Scrambled States of America. Remember, Alaska, way up there. Hawaii, way down there. All right, here we go. Hi there, I'm Sam. I'm assuming since you opened this book that you're in the mood to hear a story. Well, you're in luck because I have a story for you. It's a little story about this fine country of ours. I'll bet you thought you'd heard them all, but not many people know this one. Let me tell it! Oh, let me! No, no, you two. That part is my job. Now get back in your places. We're about to start the story. Aren't they cute? He says. Let's give them a couple of seconds to get back into position. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, turn the page. Well, it was just your basic ordinary day in the good old US of A. States all over the country were waking up, having their first cups of coffee, reading the morning paper, and enjoying the beautiful sunrise. Well, some people look a little grouchy and a little tired. If you know, the sun shines first over here on the East Coast, so they're more excited and energized, and these guys still have their sleep masks on and sleeping caps, still pretty tired. So anyway, everyone's enjoying the beautiful sunrise. All the states, that is, except for Kansas. He was not feeling happy at all. How do I know this? Because he said, I'm not feeling happy at all. Close up of Kansas. Yeah, he's right there. Poor grumpy Kansas. Let's see why he's grumpy. What's wrong? His best friend Nebraska kindly asked him. Nebraska is a very kind state. I don't know, moaned Kansas. I just feel bored. All day long, we just sit here in the middle of the country. We never go anywhere. We never do anything. And we never meet any new states. Said Nebraska. Don't get me wrong, Nebraska. You're the best friend a state could have. But don't you ever want more? Don't you ever want to see what else is out there? Nebraska's thought process. Hmm. Yes, I do, Nebraska said excitedly. And now that you mention it, I'm sick and tired of hearing North Dakota and South Dakota bicker all the time. I have a great idea, exclaimed Kansas. Let's have a party and invite all the other states. You know, one of those get to know you deals. Everyone can bring a favorite dish. We could have music and dancing. That's a great idea, shrieked Nebraska. I wish I'd thought of it myself. So, with a little help from their neighbors, Missouri and Iowa, those wacky little Midwestern states planned the biggest party ever. They sent out invitations and blew up balloons. They even hired a band to play. Wow. What type of music do you play? Uh-huh. Oh, yes, I love accordions. At last, the big day came, and little by little, the states arrived at the party. Nebraska and Kansas were on the welcoming committee. Iowa was in charge of coats, and Missouri and Illinois passed out name tags for each state to wear. Within minutes after their arrival, the states began making friends with each other. They spent hours talking, laughing, dancing, and singing. It was long into the evening when Idaho and Virginia got up on the stage. Excuse me, Idaho said politely. Idaho is a very polite state. Sorry to interrupt, but Virginia and I were just talking, and we thought it might be fun if she and I switched places, so we could see a new part of the country. Yes, Virginia chimed in. Then we thought maybe all of you might want to try it too. What do you think? A wave of excitement swept through the room. I feel giddy. Oh, yes, what a grand idea. We should have done this years ago. Woohoo! Groovy, baby. Makes me want to dance. They could hardly wait. Immediately, the states made their plans to switch places. They said their goodbyes and went directly home to pack. A lot of these are pretty tiny, but these little two states, by the way, look like they're in love with each other. I think it's Arkansas and Nevada. I can't really quite read it. It says, I'll go something. I can't read it. But anyways, they're in love with each other. How cute. Let's move on. All right, it took the better part of the next morning for the states to move to their new spots, but finally they were settled in. Ooh, yeah, look at that. All of the states were much happier now that they were by their new neighbors and in a new part of the country. Oh, yes, this was a much better arrangement. That doesn't look like anything that looks very comfortable. But after a couple of days had passed and all the excitement had died down, the states began to realize they weren't as happy as they thought. Florida, who had switched spots with Minnesota, was freezing in the frosty northern climate, and Minnesota, who forgot to buy sunscreen, got an awful sunburn. A big hug will make your sunburn feel better. Ouch! Alabama, New York, and Indiana, all of whom took California's place, were bothered by an annoying rumbling sound that kept them up all night. Hey guys, in New York, or excuse me, in California, what's that rumbling sound that we have all the time out here? Maybe not all the time, but quite frequently. You think it might be an earthquake? Yeah, those states don't like that at all. Arizona, who had traded places with South Carolina, was upset because the ocean waves kept ruining her hairdo. Alaska, who had been wanting a little more interaction with the other states, was irritated by Oklahoma's handle jabbing. So here's Oklahoma sticking part of his state into his side, into his left side, and Michigan's thumb up here tickling his right. Poor Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping down the plain. All right, next page. And worst of all, Kansas, who had switched places with Hawaii because he was sick of being stuck in the middle of the country, was now stuck in the middle of nowhere, feeling lonesome and seasick. And he's singing, "In the middle of nowhere, feeling lonesome and seasick. My guitar is soggy and I feel so blue." The shark, "It's so sad." And Hawaii was longing for some peace and quiet like in the good old days. Yeah! Poor Hawaii. Well, there was no question in any state's mind about what to do. Everyone wanted to go home. So even faster than they made the first trip, they packed up their things and hit the road. Yes, my name is Illinois and I need a airline ticket to well, Illinois. No, the S is silent. Want a ride? Sure. So everyone's heading back home. As the sun set across the country, all of the states from A to W were back in their very own homes. The states were so happy to see their old friends again. They spent the entire evening sharing their new experiences with each other, the good and the bad. That night, all the states in the country went to bed, feeling happy about the new friends they had made, but most of all, feeling very thankful to be home. Oh, look at Kansas, so cute right in the middle. And then look, Nevada is still in love with the state way over here. How cute. All right, boys and girls, that was a nice little short story, just about 8 minutes. So if you'd like to take an AR test on it, here is the title, here is the author, here's the quiz number. It is AR 4.4, so if that's a little bit lower than what you're used to, don't worry. If it asks you for a password, you just type in the word student with no capitals, all right? Good luck, everybody. I hope that you can take an AR test on it. And if for any reason you're feeling confused and you don't remember some of the details, you can just rewind this video and go back to the pages again and hear it one more time. All right? Thank you for tuning in, boys and girls, and good luck with your AR test. You can go ahead and do that now.